because he's not ready.
All he has to do is hold a pole straight.
Don't be tough. No one gets paid for just holding a pole. Unless you're Betty from Cardiff.
Don't start that again.
Megan said she saw her all tarted up again in the pub on Saturday.
She's been advising me on the refurbishment of my establishment.
Refurbishing your establishment? I've never heard it called that before.
Morning, Johnny. Got some English staying at the pub. Making maps, daft beggars. They need help, of course. Someone to carry what they can't or won't. There's money. So shall I tell them you're interested? Well, come along to the pub later, all right? Ah, good morning, Reverend Jones. I see God's in his heaven and all's well with the world.
Have you no shame?
No. I can't think where I've left it.
When does a hill become a mountain? I think it must be a comparative term. I mean, you take the Himalayas of India. There they have mountains of 10,000 feet, which are referred to, I believe, as foothills.
But take our mountain, that isn't a foothill.
Well, again, placed in the Alps, it wouldn't even be considered a hillock.
But it isn't in the Alps, it's here in Wales.
Not quite.
So who decides on British maps? Mr. Davis, now this in confidence. They're saying...
What, the English?
Yes, they're saying that it must be over 1,000 feet.
Really? I'd imagined 5,000 was the standard.
But how high is Fanangaru? Is it over 1,000? Over 2,000?
1,000? I'd always imagined it was a few hundred.
Oh, dear. Oh, and I thought you were an educated man. Dear.
The first mountain in Wales? Yes, it is something we have boasted about since time immemorial. We didn't have the biggest mountains of the north, nor the beautiful mountains of mid-Wales. But we could claim that we lived in the shadow of the first mountain inside the Welsh border. These mountains have defeated every invader. This is where the Britons fled when they were invaded by the Romans, the Angles, the Saxons, the Vikings, the Normans. Oh, yes, they all invaded this island of Britain, but they've never taken the mountains from us. They've never taken ancient Britain.